Hi. Okay, so welcome to this 10-minute running preparation. Still no jumping or anything like that yet, but getting that good foundation of hip stability, forward leaning posture, head in line with that strength and rotation, okay? So we're gonna start with one of the Glute bands. It doesn't have to be a very heavy one, but just wanted to give some little feedback to help encourage so we don't collapse our knee in. We're gonna do a couple long squats first, finding that stretch into the hamstrings and the glutes. So I'm gonna hip hinge, going into my long squat. So I'm reaching my glutes behind me until I feel my hamstring stretch, watching I don't tuck under. Do you see how my back has curved? So I wanna lengthen to come up. Sometimes I do this against the wall. So I reach and try and get my glutes to tap the wall and then come back up to make sure I am lengthening, not tucking and scooping. So let's do a few of these. So we're gonna go back, hinging, big toe stays down, to then come back up again. Hinge. I'm gonna breathe in as I go down and then exhale as I come back up. So the breathing in helps release the pelvic floor. And the exhale helps me connect into it. I'm not doing a huge Kegel. I'm just letting my breath and the work help out. Let's do two more, just to warm up that positioning. Weight still into the toes. If we lose the toes, we know we lost that balance. And then coming back up. Okay, so now we're gonna grab our band that is tied onto something from the side, so it could be a doorknob, something that isn't going to pop off or break. Banisters are good, or having somebody else hold the other end can be helpful as well. So I'm going to have one end and then the other hand into my chest, and I'm going to go into a slight hip hinge, okay? And then I'm also going to take my leg that's closest to the wall back, okay? So I am in this forward leaning posture, so I'm getting ready to go running, and I'm gonna do some pressing and then pulling away. So I'm watching this knee to make sure it doesn't wiggle and wobble. Parallel, pressing out and in. 2, exhale, inhale, hold it there, big breath in. Exhale, rotate the ribs, and then come back. So my hips stay forward. Exhale, just the ribs, 25%, and then back. You could stay looking forward if we're practicing running, because we want to keep looking the direction we're going. Keeping this leg really stable. Inhale. 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 Feel those obliques. And then rest. Let's take the other leg in front. Okay, so I do the same thing, watching this knee doesn't wiggle. Hips are still shining forward, forward lean pattern, as if I'm getting ready to go running. And breathing in, exhale, pull away again. Keep those hips level. Again, you can keep looking forward. So the tension in the band, if it starts to get too difficult or you can't keep your form, move closer to the wall. If it's too easy, you go away from the wall to make the band resistance heavier. Exhale as you rotate, inhale as you come in. Are you keeping everything stable? And then we rest. So I'm going to turn my back away from you, and you're going to do the same thing to do the other side. So my leg that is closest to the wall goes back. Hopefully you can see I'm in my forward lean. So you can see this. And I'm going to press out, okay? So do the other side. I'm going to turn around just to show you so that you can still see me, but make sure you do the other side. So you have your back to me, or turn the camera around. The leg closest to the wall is back, weight forward, hips forward. Exhale, press, and then we go away. So just repeating, you are doing the other side. I've just turned around so you can see me from the front view, but you don't want to do the same side twice like I'm doing. Keep those hips stable, head in line with the body, forward lean pattern. If you start to feel heaviness in the pelvic floor, you rest. And then let's do the other leg. So pressing, hips square, press forward, check that you feel stable, slightly lean, and then, so after I make this video, I'm gonna have to go back and do the other side to be even, right? We want to be even on those sides. So imagine you're running, and this is that nice stability that we have to have of almost disassociating our lower body from our upper body, keeping those hips pointed forward and stable, and letting the rotation as we're running happening from the rib cage, right? And then rest. Okay, so we're gonna take this off. And now we're gonna practice our drive through. So this is a little balance. So from here, I'm going to go into my hinge, take my leg behind. So I'm gonna get ready to drive through, place the foot, and then I'm gonna do a one-legged hip hinge squat. So again, from the front, hips stay level, avoid scrunching from one side to the other. Hips stay level, drive, find that balance. Foot goes straight, hinge. Up, drive, squeeze this booty. I'll do it from the side, out, hinge, connecting the ribs, head stays in line. Have that moment to find that balance and squeeze that glute. And then up, balance. Most of the weight is in that front leg, connecting through the back. So we want to feel the glute and the hamstring on the leg that I'm standing on, really driving through. And again, hinging, 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 hinging. How low, look, I hardly have any weight in this leg to drive it through. Let's do that again. Woo, balance check. Remember, running is a one-legged exercise, really. We run, we jump, and take off of this single leg. So we need to have that balance. Let's do the other leg. So same thing, hinging, 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 hips are square, weight mainly into the front leg, drive it forward. So this side's a little harder for me. Which side is harder for you? Hinge, long, find that balance, then go back. So don't just throw the leg around. Check, am I actually getting glute? Squeeze. So when we run, we want to drive forward. We want to run. We don't want to drag ourselves along. Squeeze up. And again. Most of that weight is here. Do you feel the glutes? Have that moment. Drive. Let's do two more. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Long through the spine. And then one more. Hinge, lengthen the glutes. Feel that glute. And rest. Okay? Now, we're going to go to high kneeling. We're going to get some rib expansion. So, if I say to you to only do one side, it might be because you're scrunching down on one side, and we need to get that canister a little bit more level, okay? So I'm going to take one leg forward. So this is my right leg. If you're mirroring me, it'll be your left. And then I'm going to take the same arm that's forward, palm up, the other one palm down. So see how I have one hand palm up, the other hand palm down. I'm going to squeeze this glute, and then I'm going to pull. Oh, I did the wrong way, sorry. I was thinking, wait, which way is this? I'm trying to reverse it. So other hand, palm up, the same as the leg is down, and then this hand is palm down. Sorry about that. Okay, so from here, I'm going to pull diagonally, squeeze my glute, and then I'm going to go over to start to breathe into this side. Big expansion, keep squeezing this glute. So you're gonna feel a hip stretch, quad stretch, and lower back and side stretch. Keep breathing. And again, feel that expansion. So I will have talked to you about which side to do, but if you don't have one side overworking, we're gonna do both sides. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to the other side. This is once we've gotten really even with that body. Let's do the other side. So now this leg that's down, I'm gonna squeeze that bottom. This is my hand that goes up. This is the hand that goes down. I'm gonna pull and lengthen over. Breathing into that rib. Nice side expansion. Notice that as we do this, this side is now closed, so it forces my air to help mobilize and stretch through this side. And then coming in. Let's do each side one more time. Okay, so if you've been told to do just one side, keep doing that same side to help even that out. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to squeeze this glute. Palm is up on that side. Pull over. Breathing into that rib cage. One more breath. And then close. Let's do the other side. Good. Squeezing, pulling over. And again, breathing in, squeezing that glute. One more. And then rest. So we should feel a big release through that back there. So just to clarify, I will tell you which side to do, but if I'm looking at myself and going, okay, on this side of my body, on the right side, I tend to drop the shoulder and squish down, and this side's kind of flaring. Can you see how I'm gonna wanna shorten this side to expand that side to then be more centered, okay? So let me know how you get on. Hopefully you felt that in the glutes. Let me know if your knees start to feel tired, because then we might have to just change positioning a little bit. And yeah, happy strengthening for running. Have a good one. Bye.